In this video, you'll learn how to complete the first step in setting up your grades in D2L. To begin, open your course and navigate to Grades. The first time you go to the Grades section in a course where you have not yet set up your grades, you'll land in the Setup Wizard area. The Setup Wizard is a 7-step process that will help you make the decisions necessary to begin building your grades. To start, click the Start button. In the first step, you'll be asked to choose your grading system: weighted, points, or formula. Most people at the college use weighted grades. Select that and click Continue. In step 2, you'll be asked how you want the final grade to be released. You'll want to keep that at the default of Calculated Final Grade. If you choose Adjusted Final Grade, students will not be able to see their running weighted total. Click Continue. In step 3, you'll also want to keep the default, which is to drop ungraded items. If a student does not submit an assignment, you'll have to manually enter a 0. If you select the second option, which is to treat ungraded items as 0, the student will begin the course with every assignment at a 0. Probably not the message that we want to send. So we recommend keeping it at drop ungraded items. Click Continue.
In step 4, you'll choose the grade scheme. The grade scheme organizes the way student performance is displayed in the gradebook. There are 3 options to choose from. In percentage, student performance is shown as a percentage. This option does use color coding, but the colors are not aligned with the grade ranges at the college. If you choose this scheme, you can later opt to not display the color coding. The DTCC grade scheme shows only the letter grade. If you choose this option, you should not use the color code in step 6. The third grade scheme is DTCC percent and letter. This scheme displays the percentage and letter grade. It is aligned with the college's grading policy, and the color code is also aligned. After selecting the scheme you want to use, click Continue. In step 5, you'll indicate the number of decimal places to display. The college policy for the final grade calculation is to calculate to only 1 decimal place. If the default number is not the number 1, you should change it. Then click Continue. In step 6, you will determine what the student sees in grades. There are 4 parts to this step, but only 2 that require any changes from the default settings. In grade details, your choices depend in part on the scheme you selected in step 4. As you can see, the default is that all 4 grade details options are selected. The images you see are for a grade book using the DTCC percent and letter scheme, where all 4 grade details options are in use. The image on the left is the instructor view. The image on the right is a preview of a student's view of her grades. In the instructor view, notice how wide each grade item column is, because it's showing the points, the weight, the letter, and percentage for each grade item. The weighted grade option is not the equivalent of a running weighted total. Instead, it displays the weighted grade value for each grade item within that grade category. The weighted grade option can be confusing and perhaps not as meaningful to students as the points, letter, and percentage options. For this reason, most instructors choose to remove the check from the weighted grade in step 6. Let's see how removing that option in step 6 changes the instructor and student view. Now the images show the same grade book, but without the weighted grade item numbers. What about the other options in Step 6? It only makes sense to display the grade scheme symbol and the grade scheme color if you're using the DTCC percent and letter grade scheme. If you're using the percentage grade scheme or the DTCC grade scheme, uncheck those two boxes. The points option determines whether or not the points grade value associated with each grade item is displayed in the student view of grades. This is one option that everyone should keep. After making your selections in the grade details section, be sure the number of decimal places to display is set at 1. For most instructors, you will not need to change the settings in the characters displayed area or the final grade calculation. When you're done, click Continue.
In the final step, you will look at the summary of the choices you've made, and when you're happy that everything is correct, you click Finish. Now you're ready to start building your grade categories and items.